Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's once again the last day before I go to work. I decided I wanted to get a couple of videos done today so that I'm clear through my work week next week. And one of the things I've kind of learned that I really enjoy doing a lot lately is getting out and walking. I never did a lot of that in California, but I've done more of it here. I think primarily because I kind of live in a place where there's a bunch of things that are within kind of walking distance of where I live. Before I used to have to always drive to wherever I went, so it's been kind of refreshing and interesting to kind of get out and walk a little bit, and I've kind of discovered I like doing that. So I want to do one more kind of walking around video today, and actually we are at the Texas Ranger Hall of Fame Museum where we were a couple nights ago looking at the bridge, and today we're just going to walk along the river and see what it looks like during the day. So yeah, here we are along the bridge again, right along the Brazos River. You can see all those barges that have the cranes on them, and actually I can't even get onto this little footpath that I was on yesterday because they got it closed up for the construction. So like I said, I wasn't going to probably go that way anyway. I think I wanted to go this way and just kind of head down that road again. So let's get going here. Yeah, we are definitely in spring here. Something is releasing all of its little seed pods into the air right now, and there's just a cloud of them floating around here. Hey, look at all of them on the ground here. Holy cow. And it's a little muddy down here too because it rained a couple nights ago, so we'll avoid all of that. Yeah, holy cow, look at all the seed pods down here. Yeah, anyone having dandelions in their yard, yeah, this is where it's coming from. There's McLane Stadium again where Baylor plays. Actually, the construction is kind of weird around here right now because of all the weird stuff they're doing. All the off-ramps and stuff like that are shut down, and so I had to kind of take the long way around to get into this spot. And I actually found out there's a lot more Baylor sports stuff around here than I originally thought, because we got the football stadium over there. I noticed that there's another enclosed kind of dome stadium a little ahead of us. There's also like a baseball field that's out there, so I don't know, maybe we'll get a chance to see those. Like I said, this is mainly just an opportunity to get out and walk a little bit because I like to do that. Yeah, there's the Texas Ranger Hall of Fame there, and then just kind of over that rise there is that First Street Cemetery that we've visited a number of times. Yeah, a whole footpath here is marked with Baylor. Not surprising because Baylor University is just over the hill there too. Never walked this far down the river here, at least not in this direction. Every time I've gone down the river, I've been down the other direction, because down there 3 or 4 miles is like Cameron Park, where I've taken you a number of times for my hikes. It's a beautiful day out here today. It's in the low 80s, partly overcast. Nice little breeze going through here, but we are definitely moving back into summer. It's almost 1 year now to the day when I arrived here in Texas. In fact, that'll probably happen before you see this video. I gotta go look up the date. It's the 13th today, but it was just, you know, a few days after that that Jordan and I arrived here about a year ago. It was a lot warmer then than it is now. I think it all just kind of depends on what the weather's doing at the time. We got a lot of rain blowing through this area right now. I had a little storm that came through a couple nights ago, and looks like by Saturday we're supposed to have another storm front blowing through here that's going to kind of make things interesting this weekend and next week, so we'll see what happens. Alright, that's not something you see every day on a footpath. I just got passed up by an electric cart filled with a family going out sightseeing. I think this is the back of the Mayborn complex here. We've been in there. The Mayborn Museum. And check out this nice bridge going over the stadium, over the river here. Then if you're just coming from the college, which is over there, you just walk right over the bridge and you are at the football stadium. I see somebody up there wearing their cap and gown from their graduation. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that that's a popular place to get a photograph once you've graduated. We are sort of in that time of the year, aren't we? I don't know, maybe we'll have to take a walk over that bridge, see what's up there. That's funny, I remember when I was on the Baylor campus, there was like a river that went right through the middle of the campus. I guess this is where it joins the Brazos. Like I said, I've never been here before, so. Yeah, let's go in here, see what's in here. Since the gates are open. That looks like that's probably going to be our only way to gain access to that bridge anyway. Kind of a fun little hangout spot here. Escape the sun and do a little homework or something, right? I see a log down there in the water with all the turtles hanging out on it. Let's see if we can get down there without scaring them all off. Yeah, I think we failed. Check out all the turtles in there though. Yeah, all those ripples you're seeing, that's them all diving into the water. I guess they don't survive long down here if they don't develop a natural distrust of people, huh? I still see one on that stick out there. Just a little one. I was looking at these things trying to figure out what these are. It looks like they're... At first I thought they were like some sort of a beehive or something like that. Now I guess it's just electricity. I guess they probably do like you know, swap meets or something like this, and this allows you to get power out here because they're like all over the place. This looks kind of interesting up ahead. I wonder what this is. It's all fenced in, that much is for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go check that out sometime, trying to figure out what that is. See, that's one of the advantages of coming out and doing these walks, is you kind of get to see things that you maybe didn't know were here. More tortoises or more turtles out there diving into the water as they see me go by. Is that one big giant one out there in the middle? I think it is. I thought that was just a rock or something, but I think that is actually a big giant humping turtle right there. That one's bigger than Flash is by about twice. So those things get big. I think that's the biggest one of those I've seen. When you're that big, you're not afraid of nothing, so you don't have to dive into the water just because somebody walks by. That thing would probably eat you alive. Alright, let's go on to this bridge, see what's going on out here. Gotta say, this is a beautiful and really well kept campus. The Sheila and Walter Humphrey Bridge. Alright, no diving, no fishing. Good advice. Yeah, there's that bridge again. Yeah, some people out on the river today. A couple people on a kayak and another group in a motorboat. And a couple of ducks hanging out on the log down there. wander around the stadium here. I don't think I'll be able to get in, but we can at least walk around and look at the outside, right? The Bear Walk. Guess this is where you can go and buy a brick. They do this at Disneyland too. See all people that have dedicated bricks to family members or just to the time they were here. Yeah, there's the stadium. I don't think there's much of a chance of getting in there today, but that's okay. We'll get as close as we can. Somebody suggested in the comment sections of one of my videos that I need to come to a Baylor game at some point. Who knows? Maybe. Never been a huge fan of sports, but usually I have a good time when I go to a live event. Just not one of those people that'll turn on the TV and watch it or follow it on, in the news or anything. If I'm not there, it's like it doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. But I'd probably have fun going and checking it out anyway. Let's see what's around here. Kind of looks like a big giant Lou Ferrigno kind of guy. But I suspect it's probably not a tribute to him. Robert Griffin III. Okay. Got a big spider web that's hooked up here. Let's clean them up a little bit here. That's a little better. Sorry, spider. I'm sure that was a really great place for catching insects, but still blows me away. You can go on a college campus and see a bunch of Bible verses, but this is Baylor. It's a Baptist university, so I have not commanded you. Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. So I just decided I'm going to take a walk around the entire building. Most of the building is unremarkable, but yeah, here's where you can get all your Bear merchandise and where you buy your tickets, I guess. Alright, we are back to the Texas Ranger Museum again, and I will never look at this place the same anyway, because apparently, and I told you this story before, apparently the First Street Cemetery, which is over there, used to go all the way to the river, and this part of the cemetery was the black part of the cemetery. And apparently when they built this, they pulled a poltergeist where they moved the headstones but left the bodies. And apparently when they were building this, they began unearthing graves out here. So yeah, we're literally walking through a cemetery right now. Scary, huh? So I think that's all that I have to share with you today. Thanks for coming along and watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.